Did you see when he was at bat, he kept going like this? I could tell. I think he's got something going on with his shoulder.
Dang it. He wasn't imitating Kirby.
I wish.
I know. He's at bat just channeling Kirby. Wishful thinking.
That's funny.
Oh,
I wish he was, but no.
I know.
I just want somebody to talk Dodgers to me. How do you feel about having a notebook in front of us?
Whatever.
Because I was really against it last season and always, but with baseball, you kind of need it. There's just so much. How do you remember it all?
Promise
I told Adam
there's no wine in that. It's all coffee.
I told Adam in the car, mostly, one-sided conversations.
Yeah.
Although we really kept ourselves.
Kept yourselves?
Yeah, on the drive here, on the 1 hour drive.
Kept to yourself.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I wish that I brought like a backup coffee so that when I'm done with this one, I have another one waiting for me.
Oh, okay.
But I don't.
There's a coffee machine out there.
But they don't have my creamer.
Oh, because you need creamer.
I just switched
no
to
creamer
one.
girl. So I'm a no creamer.
Oh, that's
Which is
impressive.
interesting because I've never really been a huge coffee person until Marcel and I started dating, and it became like routine in the morning, which I almost like the routine more than.
Yes.
But then I started falling in love with I got why people would be like, this bean tastes better than that bean, because I drink it so raw that it's like, if it's not a good coffee, I'm like, I could see why people become coffee snobs. Cause I was like, oh, get over it. Like Starbucks to this, to that, whatever. But no, you really tell the difference when you go to like a small intentional shop versus like Starbucks. But because I didn't drink coffee, I didn't really think about it.
That's true. You really can only tell when there's not creamer in it.
Right.
So I'm impressed. But see, I'm non-dairy, I get a non-dairy creamer, and I found one that is so good, and it really makes me get so excited to drink my coffee in the morning.
Aww.
And I got a Ninja coffee machine.
Okay.
For so long, I was just doing pour over, but now I have a routine. However, I was looking at the ingredients, and when you can't pronounce half the words in the ingredients, it's not good for you.
I know.
So I have made the choice, and I'm sticking to it, to a different brand, Malk. That's very clean, but it doesn't taste as good. But because there's not any crappy ingredients, I just use a shit ton of creamer. And I'm getting used to it.
Have you ever tried squirting some honey and cinnamon and stuff like that in your coffee to kind of add a little flavor so you don't
honey in coffee? I never thought about it. One time I heard that someone puts olive oil in coffee.
It's because taking a shot of pure good olive oil every day is supposed to be super beneficial. So I bet you it's actually easier to drink it that way.
Wow. I do try and drink a glass of water before my coffee, but now it's just chug the water. Okay, did it.
I honestly am weird where I can do really unhealthy things really healthy things that taste horrible, but because I know they're so healthy, I like things that are really rooty, or I don't know.
What?
I mean anything, any kind of juice, when juice cleanses, when people only like the sweeter ones, I could go straight gross one just because I know the benefits. People
Same.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm like that with if I need to go to the dermatologist or something, if there's something they can do for my skin, and even if it hurts, if it will help, I'm like, do it.
Yeah.
And normally needles freak me out so much.
They put needles to clear out your skin?
Well, I used to get chemical peels,
and
if I had a giant pimple, I would have them, take care of it. And they would stick a needle in there.
In high school, when I had bad acne, my parents took me to this place, but the chemical peels, they would give me this hose of ice cold water, almost blowing air, because of it was almost like they were rubbing a jalapeno on my face.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it hurts.
Yeah,
so
they'd
bad.
be like, okay, let this sit for as long as you can handle it. But then after a couple times, I noticed my freckles were going away, and I didn't want to get rid of my freckles.
I know, but they're sunspots, and they're not freckles. They're just sunspots, and that's what's bad. I know. You have really cute freckles.
It did kind of get rid of a lot of my freckles. Are we rolling?
Yeah.
So we've just been talking about coffee and
And freckles.
Freckles and dermatologists.
Hey, that's how we're gonna start our. I said I was gonna try to think of our episode title while I'm doing it.
I would really love that, guys. Last week I came up with it all on my own. Didn't even ask you guys, but I may have asked ChatGPT for some help.
That's okay.
I forget what it was. Did you guys like it?
Yeah.
Adam, what was our last episode title?
I don't know, but I didn't like it.
You didn't? How do you know? You don't even remember.
Because you used ChatGPT. I don't like it.
Well, I think we had
whatever.
a crazy day that day, and
I was traveling.
I didn't have time.
I was traveling to Vegas.
You were away. We had a meeting, and I had to just come up with something.
Yeah.
And we were on a losing streak, and that's not fun.
I know, but we're not right now.
I know.
Finally.
Down.
2 down.
2 wins. Woo!
They play today at 4:10, so hopefully we can finish off.
I love a 4-10 game.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of nice.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it sneaks up on me, and I'll miss the first 2 innings, and it won't be till Marcel like looks at his watch and is like, "Honey," and I'm like,
do you restart it?
You know, I don't, because my parents always turn it on, and which is always interesting too. I don't know how my father does it, but he pauses it, and so then when I'm like, say I pull it up on my phone because I'm in like a different room or whatever, it's like everything's always off. So I'm just like, I've been kind of going to my room and putting it on my iPad and just kind of doing like watching it, and I've enjoyed it. Sometimes when life's go crazy, even this weekend. I mean, I watched Saturday's game from a cabana in Vegas, and I watched
Nice.
Sunday's game driving home from Vegas on my mom's iPad, and we have the volume loud. And it was like, you know, so when I could sit and just watch, and like, I've been trying to enjoy that because life gets crazy. And so it's hard to sometimes really give it your like full attention, but I miss it when I don't. So yeah.
I do. Like if I can't watch it from the start,
Yeah.
I'll get home and I rewind.
Yeah.
Even during the game, if like I'm doing this or that, and I usually am when I have a game on, and I miss something the broadcast says, I'll be like, oh, what did they say? And then I'll rewind it. And then my freaking ADD, I end up rewinding it like 15 times.
That's so good.
But that's where the fun facts come from mostly.
Yeah, no, I know. So a lot's happened in the last
Did we
couple
say welcome
weeks.
back?
No.
Welcome back to Talk Dodgers to me, guys. I'm Melissa Meyer.
I'm Jacqueline Ruiz.
And we are coming off of 2 wins today.
2 wins. We are on cloud 9 right now.
We have players coming back. We got an injury update with positive things to report.
I like it.
We have new players. Alex Freeland, welcome.
Welcome, Alex.
And we're going to sweep the Reds.
We're going to win today for sure.
Shohei's pitching. 4 innings.
What was that? Like, was those your squeaky toes?
It's the chair.
What are you eating today?
Trail mix.
How are you doing, Adam? Oh, mid-chew.
Fine.
Oh my gosh. Is there anything in trail mix you don't like?
I usually eat the peanuts first
Okay.
and the raisins first.
Because they're your least favorite and you want to get them out of the way?
I go from least favorite to most favorite. So I go raisins and peanuts and then almonds. And then I eat the cashews and the chocolate together.
Oh, the cashews are my favorite.
That's all that's in
Well,
there,
and the
right?
chocolate, duh.
Yeah, like it kind of go in tiers.
Interesting.
Raisins and peanuts first, lowest tier. Not that they're bad. They're the least, my least favorite in the pack.
The most interesting part about this is that I'm watching you just dump it in your mouth. So how are you able to like?
I store it in one cheek. No, well, okay, so it's a little different.
It's not like he's over there like,
No.
you know, separating it. He's just dumping
Look,
it in his mouth.
When I'm eating something like this, like a pack, there's no discerning what's in there.
Oh,
what's
okay.
gonna fall in my mouth, so I just
Okay.
kind of dump it. But if I have like a bowl of trail
Oh,
mix,
okay.
I'm sifting.
Oh my gosh, did I ever tell you? Okay, we were just talking about Happy Gilmore 2, and I loved it. I thought it was so good. I mean, Happy Gilmore 1 is one of my favorite movies, and I loved all the nods to the first one, all the cameos. I thought Bad Bunny was hilarious. But anyway, did you know that Adam played basketball with Adam Sandler?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, I told you?
And Timmy. Girl, I've been around for a while now.
That was
Stop treating me like a rookie.
That was one of the funniest moments when Adam casually is like, yeah, I played basketball with Adam Sandler before and Timmy. And I am on a rant about, you played with Adam Sandler, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, who's Timmy? And he's like, oh, Timothy Chalamet.
That's so good.
Did he introduce himself as Timmy?
No.
Or you nicknamed him?
I nicknamed him. Just like
to his face or just in the
like
story?
I call Dave Roberts Davey. Just add a little Y to the end of it.
Our players put a Y after everything. And okay, tell me how you feel about this. But in Will Smith's post-game interview, he's calling Ben Kasparius Caspy.
Interesting. It's either that or Benny.
Audi, Caspy. I'm like, who? Oh, Outman, Kasparius.
Yeah.
It's funny just listening to how they talk about each other.
And Will Smith was saying that?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was, who did you say before puts Y's on things?
Kirsch.
Okay. And so everyone's kind of
They all
following
do.
his lead. I love Kirsch.
I watched the strikeout backstage Dodgers again.
It's a good one.
It just makes me happy.
It's a good one. And with your ADD, you probably miss things and then you're like, wait, I haven't seen that.
I do. And it just, that's my go-to when I'm stressed or anything. It's instant joy.
Yeah. That's so funny. Did you watch the Hall of Fame?
I did.
Yeah, I wasn't able to watch it like live, but I've been able to see so many clips.
I love all the speeches. Ichiro, I loved, him talking about like accountability and how much support and encouragement he got from the people in his life. All the speeches, even the two that had passed away, the son.
The son was amazing.
Dave Parker's son reading the poem that he wrote. Mm-hmm. And he only died a month ago.
I know.
Like 2 months ago. And then Dick Allen's wife making the speech.
Yeah,
it was really sweet. I loved it. I loved watching CC Sabathia.
I know.
Just such a cool moment for them.
Ichiro's funny thing, because you know how he tipped a hat to all his teams that he played. And he's like, I know you guys are here for CC. But no, I thought that was amazing. And even with Miami, he makes the joke he had no idea who they were. But those young kids were there for his 3,000th hit, and they really made him feel the love of that. And like, I just love baseball in that sense.
I can't wait for we talk about our team and it's like Hall of Fame player after Hall of Fame player. I can't wait till we get to see their Hall of Fame ceremonies and their speeches.
I can, because we're not going to be very young when that starts happening.
That's true. Actually, the way they talk about Kirsch and call, that's vintage Kirsch. Since Freddie's been, yesterday was his first 3-hit game this month. Mm-hmm. And they're like, this is vintage Freddie. I'm like, come on. Are we really aging them like that?
I mean, in the sport, yeah. I'm just grateful that we get to see like the Derek Jeters and that, and like kind of see that play out right now.
Did you see Derek Jeter was sitting next to Sandy Koufax? There's this really like cold photo of them just sitting next to each other, like just these two amazing Hall of Fame athletes.
Yeah.
Loved it.
I know. I really loved it. But even, Ichiro talking about how he's one of the first, if he was the first, like, position player from Japan to come. And it's like, it's crazy to hear that we are still seeing, like, the first.
I know.
But it's like, hearing from that, it's like, wow, we are now past that. And we have these players on our team that we just love. We got to experience Japan, and we got to experience going to the Hall of Fame baseball by the Tiger Stadium, and we got to see so much of his stuff everywhere. Mm-hmm. And it's just, it's cool to see how that got set up. And as little kids, we remember him as an amazing player, but I don't know if I remember every accolade or that he was the first, and like what he's kind of led the path for. And then he got like so much hate, like, don't go and embarrass, our nation. And it's like, wow, these young kids just have to come and just put their faith in their hard work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's so much that goes into it that we probably will never even know or understand. But he's who like Shohei looked up to.
Yeah, I know. That's my point. It's like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was very sad to see or hear that Ryan Sandberg passed away.
I know.
Fought a battle with cancer for many years and was 65. Like, that's young.
Yeah, he has a lot of years that he should have had left in him.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I saw that, and obviously him being recognized as a Cub, made me kind of stop and then kind of just be like, what's going on? I didn't really know him, and I didn't really know of him. But yeah, what an amazing career.
I know. And I was watching a lot of people talk about him and how good he was. I mean, I only know of him, I guess, through the game a little bit, but because when Adam and I met at Kennedy Marshall working there, our boss, Ashley, is married to Justin, Ryan's son.
Oh, okay.
And knowing that Adam is such a big Cubs fan, he came to the office a couple times, and I'll never forget the first time that he came to the office. And I've told the story already, but it was the biggest smile I've ever seen on Adam's face. And did Ashley surprise you, or you knew that was happening? Can you tell the story from your perspective? Because I wonder how it actually happened and how it's changed in my head. Because it was like 6 or 7 years ago, right?
She told me he was coming by the office, and she's like, "You should meet him." And I said, "Okay."
Can you try again, but with a little more enthusiasm to match the day?
She told me he was coming by the office.
Okay.
Okay.
And she told me, and then she came down. I was sitting in the dock suite where we used to record the podcast, and she knocked on the door, and I just came out and shook his hand. That was it. I mean, Ryan's a top 3 Cub probably in history. I would say maybe top 5. It's hard to say. One of the best second basemen of all time. He was my dad loved Ryan Sandberg. My grandma loved Ryan Sandberg. My brother loved Ryan Sandberg. I never really got to watch him play. I'm too young for that. But great Cub, and sad to see go. But that cancer's really bad.
Mm-hmm.
That cancer's like nobody survives that one. So it was good that he, made it as long as he did, and sad for his family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, any player that you see, like when Fernando passed and it like takes over the stadium, and you can't help but know what that feels like. Everyone has, every city has lost, every team has lost something that has meant so much. I mean, his grandma, and like, that's my point. Like, that's why I'm like, who is this guy? Because they're stopping differently than, not everybody gets that kind of.
Did he wear number 23 before Michael Jordan? He did, right? So for a while, he represented 23 in Chicago.
Yeah.
Okay, just picture, you know where the dock office was at Kennedy Marshall. So picture me sitting at the front desk, because that's where I worked, and I'm watching this all go down. Just imagine me like peeking
Adam's
over
like,
and watching this whole
I'm
thing.
laughing because Adam's like, yeah, I like just opened my door, I walked out, and I shook his hand. And in Melissa's story, he's like, Adam like rushed out and was like screaming at the top of his lungs.
No, of course not, because that's so not him. But I do remember the moment when it was happening and he was going in, and I knew, and I'm like, oh my God, can't wait. And then the entire day he had just a grin ear to ear, even like hours later. You did.
The same grin when we were in Tokyo Dome and he was watching the Cubs.
That was probably because I had a really good bowl of trail mix later that day after I had met him, that I was happy.
He was finally to his cashews and chocolate.
Like, we had a good spread.
Just to recap some stats from his career, he was a 10-time All-Star, 7-time Silver Slugger, 1984 NL MVP, once held the record for most home runs by a second baseman, 277, and most Gold Gloves, 9. And I was listening to Craig Counsell talk about him, and he said he was a quiet man who lit up a room, and I think that says everything.
Wow.
I thought that was really nice.
Yeah.
So we are sending all of our love to Ryan's family, friends, and all of his fans around the world, because it seems like he really impacted so many.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now we're going to move on to the Red Sox series, and we have a fun surprise today. We're bringing on someone who has a Red Sox podcast called Not From Boston to talk about the series with. His name is Bennett.
I know. I'm so excited to talk with him. You've told me so much about him, and we always love having friends come on and add a little something.
Yeah, he's someone I met through doing the podcast.
Yeah.
So I'll let him share. But we're going to bring on Bennett Weinschenk.
Well, welcome.
Yeah, I thank you guys for having me. I'm, big fan of the show and very excited to be here.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to see you again. We did a little intro for you already, but welcome to Talk Dodgers to me, Bennett.
Thanks for having me. Yeah.
Can you tell Jacqueline and tell our listeners how we met?
Well, if I remember correctly, I saw some of your stuff from your first season on Instagram, and then I just emailed you. And asked for, if I remember correctly, asked for advice and input because I was about to start Not From Boston, and I was admittedly, like, I think pretty nervous and wanted to just hear how you guys did it and your process and what it had been like. And so that was I think we talked like 2 or 3 days before I recorded the first episode of Not From Boston. So it was like, that was very helpful at the time. It happened to like at just the right moment.
So your podcast is called Not From Boston.
Yeah. So
where are you from?
I'm from Arlington, Virginia.
Okay.
My co-host Harry and we met in kindergarten. And he has family from Massachusetts. So he grew up a Sox fan, and he introduced me to baseball by way of the Sox. And we both became huge Red Sox fans. And despite being Virginians.
Wow. I love it. And I love that title too. And I remember when we Zoomed that first time, I think you were a little hesitant and kind of like, oh, I haven't done it for this reason and that reason. And I think I was just like, you just got to do it.
Yeah.
And then you texted me, I think it was like the next day. And you're like, okay, I did it. Like, good for you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I think in a way, I'm definitely, conscious of like where our audience is at and how to grow the show. But at the same time, I think Harry and I are both like just having a blast, just talking about the Sox. And it basically is like, okay, cool. This is our designated talk about the Sox time, because when we hang out with our friends, or if we're hanging out with, like, sometimes I'm hanging out with him and his wife, Natasha, and she's just like, guys, I need you to pick a conversation topic that like I'm actually interested in, because this is nothing to me.
Yeah, she's like, guys, you're not filming right now, so like save it for the show.
Yeah, exactly.
But before we like get into the whole Red Sox Dodgers series, which I think we had talked about that first time, like when the series come about, we'll do something together. How has the podcast been going?
It's been going well. I think we've settled into a pretty good routine, and I think we've been trying to keep it. I think we're still definitely, I say that even though I think we're still kind of in the phase of trying to find our footing about how exactly we want the show to structure itself. But in that sense, like, we're also having a lot of fun figuring that out. I think we started and it was really structured with segments, and now it's kind of a little bit more free flowing. I think we're going to try something. If you're familiar with the show, the ESPN show, Pardon the Interruption, where like you have a list of topics and you have 60 seconds to talk about each one.
Oh, yeah, that one's fun.
And so, like, we're trying different things. And I think, with the luxury of, with the luxury of there being so many baseball shows out there, that we can kind of just try as many different things and see kind of what works best. So we're having a lot of fun.
That's so cool. Yeah, have you been to Fenway?
I was there on Sunday. Yeah.
Okay. Was that your first time?
No, this was just my fourth. I did not know, and my friends who I went with who had lived in Boston showed me, there's a bar behind the center field wall that like looks onto the field. It's amazing. It's so cool.
I love that.
Yeah, you don't need a ticket to get in there either. Like, it's just a bar.
Yeah.
It was a ton of fun.
We always talk about stadiums. Like, we love Dodger Stadium. Obviously, it's so historical, and it's like it's our stadium. It's beautiful. But stadiums all around are so dope. They're just such cool. I want to go to all of them because everyone has a story like that.
Yeah. I've only been to Fenway once, and it was, I grew up in New Jersey, so we did a field trip once to Fenway in middle school, but you
Oh,
know,
cool.
when you're that young, like I didn't appreciate it that much at the time. So I want to go back as an adult. I want to walk into the Green Monster. I want to see
Yeah.
all of our players' signatures all over the place. I want to add mine.
So wait, I
Yeah.
mean, Hirsch has pitched there before. So like why does he own why did he sign just now? How do they do
Oh,
that?
he signed for the first time this trip.
Oh, I don't know. Do they go in multiple signs every time they go, they sign again?
I thought I saw like Hai Sung Kim, Jack Dreyer,
No,
Ben,
Kirsch too.
Kirsch too.
Yeah, but I was thinking, wouldn't he have done it like
Yeah, I
so
would.
long ago? But I
I would
don't know
imagine.
what
I think the only
determines that.
time Kersh has ever pitched in Boston, other than this past weekend, was in the 2018 World Series. So
Wow.
it
Oh.
might have just not been the right time, but that's a good question. I don't know.
Maybe it didn't fit
Um,
into his, you know, very regimented routine.
that's
I mean,
players are weird like that. Honestly,
yeah.
that's probably. But no, I mean, I've obviously like I've been to Dodger Stadium several times, and it's a mammoth of a ballpark. Like it's massive,
Mm-hmm.
and Fenway is just like this cozy little like nook. It's the complete opposite, and it's so weird. And the seats are way too small, but it's awesome. Like it's just really charming.
Yeah. No, that's really cool. Okay, so as we're on, the big green monster, what is
Mm-hmm.
it? The
Yeah,
jersey,
yeah.
the green jersey. So it like basically is like an homage to the scoreboard and all this stuff, which is so cool. So you guys like it. The fans like the green jersey. How
Oh
do
yeah.
we feel about the yellow one?
I think it depends. I think as I get why. I get why it's yellow. It's for the Boston Marathon,
Right.
which the city of Boston, of course, adores. And there's a relationship there with, 2013 with the Boston bombing and how the
Right.
Red Sox kind of put the city on their back in, in the aftermath of that. So I,
Mm-hmm.
I understand the tribute. I think if we're talking purely aesthetics, not my favorite.
Okay.
I
Just a
just don't
little,
like when you can't recognize the team.
Right.
And when, you know, the first couple of games you're in the yellow, your team is in the yellow uniforms and then the green. And I'm like,
I
who
know,
who
I'm
are
like,
we
what's
playing?
happening?
I
Well,
just
too,
want to be
because
recognizable, I guess.
yeah, I know that even the blue helmets for the yellow were just like a different blue. And for me, it's like I love my team colors, like the
Mhm.
traditional. And like I just feel like Boston is like the red and navy, and
Yeah.
it's just a vibe. And so I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, all City Connect jerseys and things like that are all a little off. And I think every city's kind of like, why do we do that? But
Mhm.
um yeah, I did kind of look into it. Eye wise, I'm like, what's happening? But then when I saw that it was honoring the marathon, and I totally get it. And like, I know that, the sentimental of anything really helps
But
you
when
love
you
Yeah.
have
things.
to explain it and you don't just know right off the bat, I guess that's when I'm struggling with it a little. But once you learn it, you know, how do you say that?
Yeah.
Totally. I also do wonder if part of it, for at least the green ones, is just so the opposing team can't see where any of the outfielders are. Like they
Hmm.
might just like blend into the wall.
Everything just
Um,
blends into the wall.
Is
yeah.
is Fenway the hardest place to hit a home run? Because that wall is high.
No, it's high, but it's only the furthest, like I guess the foul line, the furthest in that the wall goes is only 310 feet. So
Okay.
it's high, but it's short. And then in right field, that pesky pole comes in at 302. So it's like there are parts of the park where it's really easy to hit a ball out, and then parts where it really isn't. It's always impressive when someone hits a home run to center because that's I think 420 feet. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's deceptively like in person. I was thinking about this on Sunday. I got there, I saw the monster, and I was like, looks bigger on TV. I hadn't really.
Okay.
Really?
Okay. We should
Yeah,
ask Teo because he loves
He
Fenway.
does love
He's
he
had
Fenway.
does.
16 home runs there.
Love Teo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will ask him eventually.
Yeah. How was it seeing the Dodgers play Boston, and what was that like? Because I mean, I know there was a huge Dodger takeover, at least
Did you
one of
see
the
Oh,
all the
that
Dodger
was
fans?
there were a lot of there was I've never been involved in so much trash talk in my life
Oh, okay,
than
tell us everything.
being in center field and you know uh Dodger fans are trying to start a "Let's Go Dodgers" chant, and me and other Red Sox fans are thinking, that's unacceptable. Um, and I was,
You
I
joined
think
in
trash talk should be fun. And so I was just telling everyone to go get stuck in traffic on the 405. And um, I mean, it
Every day,
was,
baby.
it was really fun. I mean, it was crazy to see those two teams play. I was, I mean, for when the series started, so nervous going into it because the Dodgers are so good. Um, and I, been really pleasantly surprised by how the Red Sox have been doing the last couple of weeks. And so it was really entertaining. I will say, like, the first few innings where Walker Buehler's pitching, I was getting really frustrated because I thought we were going to lose this game by a lot. And then, our offense really turned it around for us.
Yeah.
I know. I was actually happy with how we were playing against Bueller because I knew he was going to give it his all.
Yeah.
He was going to be,
Yeah.
Especially after getting his ring on Friday.
I love Kirsch going up to him. Hey, doofus, want this?
But
Yeah.
I had read that Dave Roberts had said something like, I really hope him getting this ring allows him to remember how great he is and can be. And those are the things that make us love our team so much, is because, they mean that so full-heartedly. And I just love the encouragement. It's like anybody who's been part of us and they've gone on, it's like you just wish them the best.
Totally. And we have so
Yeah.
much crossover. It's like the Red Sox and Dodgers are great friends. We just trade players to each other. And there's, I guess
Yeah.
a lot of friendships within the organization.
Yeah, it is. I was thinking about this as well the other day. It's crazy, the overlap. I almost forgot that Dave Roberts was a Red Sox player, and like
Yeah.
a very important one.
That
at
iconic steal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's one of us. It's interesting, I think, because I see it all the time, obviously when I'm listening to you guys, um, culturally, the way you guys talk about the Dodgers is very, you know, it's like there's a lot of I think empathy and graciousness there. And Red Sox fans, just like we are, I think, some of us are trying to unlearn the opposite of that, which is like, I think I mean, I know Red Sox fans who just like, we're down in the third inning and it's like, cool, we lost this game. That sucks. Everybody sucks.
Yeah.
Fire everybody. Um,
Well, don't get it
and
twisted. There's definitely fans everywhere who are like, up and down, and if they're not doing perfect, and it takes us sometimes to slow down and be like, no, like let's be positive, like we trust them,
yeah,
like they already are so mad that they're down, so let's try to be up for them. Like, I mean, that's the only mindset we can really try to have.
But even because there's
yeah,
so many games and now, we're watching every single one, it is kind of fun to see what our team does. And it's like, okay, you're down by 5. I've watched you come back in the 9th inning down 6 runs. So can you do it again? And now it's like, okay, let's see what our team can do. And they normally do have the fire in them to rally.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much this season, but we're getting back.
Yeah.
yeah. Do you guys ever feel like you're watching a game and Dave Roberts makes a decision maybe to put a reliever in or make a substitution and you're just like I guess like second guessing that because you're like, no, I've been watching all week, like this guy, he's not throwing well right now, like don't put him in the game because that
Years past, yeah, everyone's been really hard on Dave in so many different situations. I think this team in particular and just how we've been involved in it, our biggest thing, which we told him, was we trust you. Like, because when we got introduced to him and he was like, oh, are you guys like, what is Dave doing?
Yeah. Well, he had just made a pretty controversial call like the game prior. So he came and met us and we're like, we have a Dodgers podcast. He's like, oh my God, you guys must hate me. And we're like, no, Dave, we trust you. And it almost like weight lifted. He's like, oh, trust. I love that.
Yeah. But our team is so special right now, and I can't ignore that. And so, yeah, honestly, going into games and they switch things up, and, they're all so involved with being what the role is that they need to be for that game. You kind of watch it and see, like, what are you guys going to do? And, like, how is this going to feel? You don't really feel, because it can kind of go both ways. And we've pulled ourselves out of things in crazy ways. So now it's kind of like, I know you can do it. So who's going to do it?
But also, I remember like one of the questions I had last season, we had Molly O'Boyle and Kayla Vesia on, which is funny I'm talking about this now because they were just reunited because Gavin Lux plays for the Reds, who were in the series now. And so they just saw each other. But I remember I asked them this question, like a similar question of how do you kind of ride the highs and lows of every game? And they were like, we don't. We have to kind of take the emotion out of it a little bit because there's so many games and because we're at all the games and all that stuff. So I feel like now watching more baseball than I ever have, they know more than us. Yeah, I have my opinions, but I really do trust that whatever moves they're making, there's a reason behind it. Whether, hey, I would have rather put in this reliever. Oh, maybe they've got a personal thing going on that we have no clue about, and Roberts knows not to put him in that game. So I just feel like I really do trust the decisions they're making.
Yeah, and sometimes you can even just tell for like example, for like a pitcher comes in and you start throwing and you're like, that curveball's not curving the way it normally does. Something's off. Like it's different than it normally is. And I don't know, it's hard to like pinpoint precisely what that is, but you watch enough games and you can kind of just see it when someone's off, for whatever reason. But I just going back to managers making choices, Red Sox fans, myself included, we give Alex Cora a hard time.
Same.
And
Sorry, we don't love him.
We do not like.
Sorry, you've got our second hated player, Alex Bregman, and the cheater coach, Alex Cora.
Yeah.
So we do have some feels about it.
Do you guys notice that they get booed everywhere? Or
I was wondering that.
No, I mean, I saw Bregman getting booed in game 1 at Fenway by Dodgers fans, which I was like, I'm shocked that Red Sox fans allowed that to happen.
I mean,
on their home
do you
turf.
not care that he cheated? And I mean, that's the most annoying part about the situation. It's not against them as players. He's phenomenal. He's a phenomenal athlete.
Yeah, it's annoying that he's
Pereira.
good.
He was just at Dodger Stadium, and he's a phenomenal athlete. But the annoyingness of like blatantly cheating, it's like, don't you guys care about just like the sanctity of what the World Series is? That's what's frustrating.
Watching the documentary and Alex Cora talking about it and taking ownership, I guess, helped me feel a little better about it and how much the players respect him. So yeah, I'd love to know your perspective on that.
I mean, it's definitely, I would say in a perfect world, these guys who are on the 2017 team would not be allowed to play baseball still, and that title would be stripped, like in a perfect world. At this point, I think for me, my frustration and my anger or disappointment is less over time it's moved from being on the players to being on Rob Manfred, on the commissioner, because because remember, like the Astros got caught. Like there was an opportunity for justice and for accountability, and Manfred chose to forego that. He chose to let it slide. And for, the punishment that the Astros got was like, I think pretty tiny and inconsequential. I mean, $5 million
sure.
fine.
I think that's why most people still feel like they have to boo, because they don't feel like the closest to justice we've gotten is Joe Kelly giving the pout, and writing in his book about like that's the biggest justice. And because during that series we hadn't won since '88, and we were on such a run and we had such a team and we were sitting on the edge of our seats for that whole series. For it to end that way and then to find out it's because they had an edge because they were cheating, it really was kind of like gut punching. But you're right, they should have taken accountability bigger. But I really think it stems from us not feeling like we've got
it. Is, and what Rob Manfred intended, which was kind of sweep this under the rug and move on, did the exact opposite.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely, like I said, I totally understand, at least for you guys, like I understand the remaining anger and frustration. I will point out you guys have won 2 World Series since then.
Yes, we have.
Yes, but we're still bitter about it. And until they retire and aren't playing baseball anymore, I think Carlos Correa, Alex Bregman, Jose Altuve, and the rest of the players on that team will continue to get booed everywhere they go.
It's not just Dodger fans. Like they get booed in a lot of different stadiums when the Dodgers aren't even playing them or anywhere around, because I think there's a lot of baseball fans who probably just wanted more justice of what that was. But anyway, I mean,
Anyway, you're not an Astros fan, so we're just letting out. See what happens? We bring it up and then we can't shut up about it. I
I mean,
know.
I will say I think like part of what you guys also need is like I think the Dodgers there needs to be a World Series rematch for you guys to win. I think like that's where
Ooh.
you're gonna get your catharsis. I mean, I think for us, like for the Red Sox, like I think we got bounced out of the playoffs in 2017 by the Astros. But then we came back in 2018 and we knocked them out.
So how do you
And
feel about, do you think they cheated with you guys too?
in
And you guys got knocked
2017,
out?
oh,
Mhm.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so frustrating.
But yeah, I think, I guess, yeah, I would say, I also just, I have a lot of, I think, issues with how runs baseball. So it's just very easy for me to add this to the pile of my frustration. Um,
You should
but I do
read
get
Joe
it.
Kelly's book because there's a chapter of Joe sitting down with Rob Manfred, word for word, what their conversation was. You'd
Oh,
probably
I would
enjoy
love
it.
that. Yeah. Also, by the way, I was reading because it's the trade deadline's coming up. I've been reading all the rumors. Twins and Astros are talking about sending Correa back to Houston.
Really?
So maybe we will
Yeah.
get our matchup.
Yeah. Which is,
Interesting. Well, there
we'll
are some
see.
trade rumors about Jared Durant coming to the Dodgers. And after watching him, his speed, he got
Oh
this
my
2 run
gosh.
triple one game. I'm like, wow, look at you. Also, after learning about him and his story through the documentary, I love and respect him so much in all he does on and off the field.
Yeah. He's great. And I think um, it's really interesting because I think, he had also that slip up last season where he used he was caught on the hot mic using a gay slur and he got a lot of heat for that. But also then I think he really took accountability for that.
Wait,
Just
what did he do? Can you remind us of that? Because I don't know if I knew
so,
that.
yeah, in August, I think it was August of last year, he was going up to bat and someone in the crowd was, you know, pestering him.
Oh, right.
And he told the guy to shut up and he called him, the slur that starts with an F and ends with a T. Um,
Oh, gotcha.
and so he caught, rightfully so, a lot of heat for that. But then I think has been at the same time like really forthcoming about how that mistake, like, how he has grown and changed from that mistake and how, you know, he can learn from that and be better after the fact, which to me, I think is always really important. I
Hmm.
mean, some screw ups aren't, you don't get that luxury, but I think I'm always happy to see someone try to be a better version of themselves after a screw up.
Totally.
And so that plus the documentary, I have a lot of respect for him. I, yeah, as a player, I would hate to lose him because the clubhouse loves him. He's the heart and soul of this team.
Wow.
That giant green Wally helmet that they wear after. So that was his idea.
Mm.
Uh, at the end of the day, though, like it's, I think thinking about what our team needs, moving Duran makes a lot of sense. We have too many outfielders right now. He's also in arbitration for another couple of years. He's a little older, so there's not really, looking long term. I think, we either move Duran now at the deadline, or we move him in the winter, or you know, he leaves in free agency in 2 years.
Hmm.
But there's not really a scenario where he stays for the rest of his career, just because of
Okay.
who else we have on that roster. So, I mean, it's gonna be tough. My feeling is like on trade when it comes to the trade deadline, no one both sides should be unhappy with the outcome. And I think if we move Duran, that sucks, but probably for the best.
Well, the Red Sox are known for some pretty bad trades.
Yeah, although the Devers one is working out for us, I think.
I'd love to know your perspective on that whole situation because remember the Raphael Devers thing and how he didn't want to move positions, then they
Yeah,
traded
that
him and all
really,
that stuff.
really irked
Yeah.
you.
Well, our team is full of team players that are willing to play all over the place. Mookie Betts. So,
So
what do you think about
there's
that? And the fact that he is playing first base for the Giants.
there's a lot. So there's a lot there. At first, I will say I was at dinner when the trade happened, and Harry called me and was get back on the. I was here on the East Coast. He was West Coast. He called me and said we traded to Devers, and I'm like, no, we didn't. You're crazy. Look online, and then the rest of dinner, I was just sitting there, like, just kind of outing. Um, I think both sides really screwed this up. I mean, I think the way that Devers handled it was really immature. At the same time, I think the Red Sox really sucked at communicating. Like I have, I guess, female friends who have dated men who are better communicators than the Red Sox were back in the beginning of this year. I, the thing is, it was, I think, a given going into the offseason last year. The Red Sox were going to either sign Bregman or trade for Nolan Arenado from the Cardinals. Those two things were pretty much like one of those two things was a certainty. And so, why the Red Sox never told Devers before the Bregman deal was done, hey, we're moving you off of third, but here's why. We'd love for you to try first, or we'd love for you to be the DH. Why that wasn't communicated to him until after Bregman had signed. And in fact, prior to that, they said, don't worry about that. Those are just rumors. You're our third baseman. That deception is not, it's not kosher. It's not how you should run a baseball team in this day and age. And then I think, so Devers was rightfully upset, I think, at that point in time where he was like, I'm not a DH, I'm a third baseman. Like, I don't like that I'm being moved. Fair enough. But then he goes and he DHs and he DHs really well. So it's, everything's kind of working out for it was like rocky, but hey, we got to a good place. Then Tristan Casas blows his knee out.
Love him, by
sucks.
the way. Loved everything I learned about him from the documentary. How just free he is, how he lays on the grass, just like shirt off, nails painted, does what he wants. He gives me a little bit of Joe Kelly vibes, just like so authentic and so true to himself. Anyway,
he's a total weirdo and I love it. But he blew out his knee, which sucks. And it was obviously also a complete unforeseen accident. Like, who could have predicted that? So, the Sox go back to Devers and say, hey, our first baseman just blew his knee out and we don't have a lot of depth in the organization to replace him. Would you mind learning first base? And Devers gets upset again because he's like, now you're asking me to move to another position. Like, what, do you want me to play the outfield? Like, stop moving me around. And I think that's when I think I and other fans got frustrated because it's not, the thing with first was not the same thing as the situation of moving off of third. Moving off of third was poorly handled. Moving to first is because our teammate is hurt and we need you to step up and be a team player. Also, we're paying you $300 million over the course of a decade. Like, do us a favor. So I think it just got
seriously. Yeah. I mean, it's like, come on. I know.
So I think at that point, and it got the friction in the clubhouse, I think got to a point where the Red Sox felt that they would be better off without him. And initially, I think Harry and I we talked about it on our show. Like, we thought we were done for the season. We thought, taking our best bat away, this is going to wreck our season. And then we turned around and we actually had, we've had an amazing run since then. Meanwhile, the Giants have actually imploded. And I guess, seeing Devers play first for the Giants, one, he's not a very good first baseman. The second thing, I guess, it's like, it's petty of him to do it. And I think that only speaks to his maturity level. And it's like, okay, great. So you wouldn't play first for us, you'll play first for them. I guess, it is what it is.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you played really well against us this series.
Yeah.
Won the series. How did you feel about your team against us, the World Series champs? And what do you think about our Dodger team?
I was really shocked. I mean, I think especially in the run up to the All-Star game and then through to now, we have really, I think offensively really found our groove. We just kind of chip away at teams, bit by bit. I think Roman Anthony and Bregman and Durant as a trio at the top of the order have been really, really excellent in the last few weeks. And I mean, Roman Anthony, like, he's 21. He just turned 21. He's a total kid. And he's been outstanding in his like first 2 months in the majors. So it's been amazing to watch him play. I gotta say, you guys with the Dodgers, all I heard going into the series was, oh, the Dodgers bullpen's a mess. Everyone's hurt. Dodgers bullpen's a mess. Your bullpen did not allow a single run in games 2 or 3. Like I guess like Kershaw didn't have his best day, neither did Dustin May, but like once the bullpen came in, like you guys shut the door. I mean, as did we, but still, it was, I think I was like, why are we complaining about this bullpen? It's pretty good.
Yeah, they've really stepped up and they've really carried us in so many ways. I think it's more of the mess because people just keep going down with certain injuries, and it's like we don't have, how much more can we, have a hurt.
Our starting pitching is kind of more of a mess. They're coming back and coming back together, but yeah, we have relied so much on our bullpen. I think our bullpen has pitched more innings than any other team. And sometimes we're calling up guys and I don't even know who they are.
I know.
I think you guys have had actually more pitchers pitch this season than any other team ever in a single season. Like I think you've called up the most guys.
Yeah. I was really impressed with Crochet.
We call him a pig. I don't know why, but it's like Crochet is such a pig. I think because he's like tough and thick-skinned. I don't know.
They call him a pig? That doesn't sound nice.
I know, right? But I guess
he deserves a better name than that, or a better animal reference.
I know, but apparently he likes it, so we're rolling with it. But
roll in the dirt.
Oink oink. Well, we can't meow anymore because Tony, after we part with you, I will give the injury update, but I don't think Tony's coming back this season. He's the cat man, so. Tony Gonsolin.
Are we going to still do the fun lightning round?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
But yeah, so he's been great. I mean, I can't fault him for giving up a leadoff home run to Shohei Ohtani. It's like, okay, of course. And Teo being in Fenway. Also, it's like that's very forgivable. And then he just turned into a whole other pitcher and 10 strikeouts over 6 innings. It's like can't really ask for more than that. Yeah. So very happy about having him. What are your guys', I guess, with the trade deadline coming up, like what are your hopes in terms of what the Dodgers do between now and I guess tomorrow evening?
I guess for me, I think that the beginning of the season, it's like they kind of set it up so that we didn't have to touch this, and it hasn't always gone that way. And we touched on it last episode where it's like anything that happens is going to be a little uncomfortable. It's part of the game. But like, ideally, I just want the team that we started with to just be healthy and working optimal and have that camaraderie, because the chemistry and everything that we have from every player, I mean, I don't really want to see anyone go. And at this point, I don't know, it could be anybody. And I mean, we fought really hard to have certain people on our team beginning the season. And, as they're our boys, we don't really want to see any of them go.
I mean, a lot of them are coming back. A lot of our starting pitchers are starting to come back, which I'm really excited about. So a healthy team is kind of like all we want right now with the injured list we have. I know our front office is going after a right-handed reliever. And there's been a lot of talks about needing an outfielder. So someone like Jared Durant would be pretty perfect for us. So that's the moves I think. I don't want to lose any of our guys. We also have so much depth that we could work it with guys we have. So we'll see.
I think.
What are you hoping for the Red Sox?
I'm thinking, I would love, we need starting pitching. I think that's, and maybe another reliever because a lot of our guys are pretty gassed at this point. But another starter would be great. I would love to see, a Mitch Keller from the Pirates or Merrill Kelly from the Diamondbacks. I think those two, he wouldn't fit into the plan at all, but I would love to trade for Mason Miller from the Athletics.
I just think I was talking about him last week for us.
I know. He's great. He throws incredibly hard. I think he's been getting hit a lot harder this season off the fastball, but he has 2 other pitches. And so I'm sure bring him to the Red Sox. We'll change his pitch mix. And then like once you start seeing off speed stuff from him, it's going to be really difficult to keep up and he'd be a lot better.
I'm excited to see what happens with all the trades, you know.
I mean, I'm down to get Joe Kelly back.
I know there are some talks about Joe Kelly pitching for the Dodgers, so we'll see. But because there's so much crossover between the Dodgers and Red Sox, I asked Adam to come up with some questions for all of us. So we don't know what he's going to ask us.
Great.
So we thought we'd do a little.
Neither do you, Bennett. You don't know what I'm going to ask you either.
I
look at Adam's backwards hat.
My first question is this. Besides the 2018 World Series, what one other time did the Boston organization and the Los Angeles Dodgers organization meet?
In the postseason?
In the postseason.
I want to say 1915.
Very close.
Wow. 1920.
1916.
Wow. Wow.
Dude, you went back to my grandma's year of birth. It's all like, okay.
Nice. Okay. 1 point for Bennett.
Just for the record, I used to memorize dates and things like this. So like when
great.
Don't worry. This is not
my mom took me as a
no. It's all good.
Okay.
Just a fun fact for everybody. At the time, the Brooklyn Dodgers were not the Brooklyn Dodgers. They were the Brooklyn Robins that year. So
wait, I have a question for you. Does anyone like confuse the Brooklyn Dodger B with the Red Sox B? Is that ever like a point of conversation?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think
just a curious thought I had.
When
we can be honest that it's very, very, very close. I think that's where I hone in on the navy blue and red. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it is close though.
It's really close.
The Patriots Day, the yellow jerseys and the blue, that when it's those colors, it looks a lot like UCLA.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Bruins.
Mm-hmm.
Bruins B.
All right, Adam, what's up
Everyone knows about the Mookie Betts trade. And Mookie Betts wasn't a shortstop at the time, but I'm going to go with the shortstop theme. Who was the other incredibly consequential shortstop that the Boston Red Sox traded to the Dodger organization? A hint. It was in the 1930s.
Oh.
Wow.
But he became a cornerstone to the Dodgers organization. Similar to the way that Mookie is.
A shortstop?
Shortstop.
And Boston traded it.
And he's got a great name.
Is it Pee Wee Reese?
Pee Wee Reese is correct.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Pee Wee's such a good name.
I didn't realize that
the last name.
Pee Wee Reese.
I thought you were going to say the thing I learned about Babe Ruth, that the Red Sox sold Babe Ruth in 1919 to the Yankees for $100,000. And at the time, that was like record-breaking money.
You told me to come up with Dodger-related questions.
I know, but I just learned that. And
all right, two more questions.
Okay, we got to get something.
Please name a few players, as many as you can, who have played for both the Dodger and the Red Sox organization.
Okay, should we just go back and forth?
Okay.
I'm going to start.
Okay.
Adrian Gonzalez.
Yep. Mookie Betts.
Nomar Garcia-Parra.
Oh, how about he goes and then we're a team? Okay, so our turn.
Whoever runs out of names first loses.
Okay.
Kelly.
Okay, that's us.
Manny Ramirez.
Freddie Freeman.
He didn't play for the Red Sox.
Oh, yeah. Wait, I thought that they... Oh,
he played for the
Atlanta Braves.
David
The
Price.
girl's lost. The girl's lost.
I'm going.
It's fine.
Yeah, this is her time to shine. She's been talking about this.
David Price.
Dave Roberts.
Kike Hernandez.
Josh Beckett.
Justin Turner.
Yasmani Grandal.
Alex Verdugo.
Eric Gagne.
Ryan Brazier.
Oh, Carl Crawford.
Kevin Pillar.
Oh, did Kevin Pillar play for the Dodgers? Cool.
Don't worry, Bennett.
Adrian Beltre.
Melissa fed me this question. She was prepared. She's got a bunch of names written in her notebook. She's cheating.
Adrian Beltre. Did you?
That's what I just said.
You did? Did we say Adrian Gonzalez?
Yeah, that was mine
Yeah.
first.
Kenley Jansen.
Oh, of course. David Robertson.
Dave Roberts.
Freddie
I said
Freeman.
that
Said
one.
it.
Oh, damn. Who are those guys that got traded with Verdugo? Damn.
Well, that was going to be my next question. I'm ending the game there.
What?
Can anybody name the prospects? I'm sure you can.
Jeter, Downs, and
Connor Wong.
who still plays for the Sox, right?
Somehow, I mean, 1 RBI, 1 extra base hit this season. It's been rough.
All right, I think you beat us, but at least I tried.
What I was going to say earlier was when I was a kid, my mom took me to Cooperstown to the Hall of Fame, and there's a room for every, I guess, about the perfect game, and it has a ball from every single perfect game that had been thrown. And as a kid, I was like, I think like maybe 12, walking down the line of balls and just saying who threw it, when they threw it, and what team they were on. And like off the top of my head, not reading like the label, just I was like, had it memorized. And this other couple is like standing over there, and they kind of look at my mom and they're like, is this kid yours? Like, how's he doing that? And so, yeah, I memorized a lot of stuff.
Nice. I had written down a bunch of the crossover between them, but guess they didn't all stick in my head.
Definitely didn't stick in mine.
Well, this was so fun.
Yeah. Oh my God, this was great. Yeah. Thank you guys for having
Love
me.
chatting baseball with you. And good luck with all you're doing and your podcast. You can listen to Bennett's podcast. Bennett and Harry have their podcast, Not From Boston. Is it on Apple, Spotify, YouTube?
Yep.
Awesome.
It's wherever you get your pods.
Perfect. And thank you for all the support of ours.
course.
I always love your messages and just kind words about what we're doing. And
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll chat again.
Absolutely. You guys are great. And hey, maybe we'll see you in October. Who knows?
I mean, that'd be fun.
I know.
That
We'll
It was
see.
very nice meeting you.
it's nice to meet you too. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, Bennett. Go Dodgers.
Go Red Sox.
Well, that was fun chatting with Bennett.
That was fun.
I could have kept going, but we had to cover another series too.
Yeah.
Because now we're in the Red Series.
You know, it's
won the
crazy.
first
I
two.
mean, I can't sit and talk Boston too long, but there really is a turnover. I mean, we really it has to do with the relationship with Dave Roberts, I'm sure, with him playing. But I guess I never thought of it. I never really put two
and
and two
Alex
together.
Cora over there.
Why would it have to do with him?
Well, he played for the Dodgers too.
Oh, yeah. I guess. Over him.
Well, and they're close, I guess.
They're all close.
I know.
Honestly, they're all close, and that's what makes me calm. But it's just our passion with the Astros and all that. It's not gonna go away.
I know. It's crazy. I still get heated every time. But it was really nice to see Gavin Lux.
Yeah.
Gavin Lux is hitting leadoff
I know
for the
he's
Reds,
thriving.
and he's
doing
playing
really well.
left field, which is interesting because at one point we thought he was going to be our shortstop.
Yeah, and then we got Blake back.
Yep, I'm so happy to have Blake back, but that was a really rough outing for him.
I know, but it's got to happen. If they're
Yeah.
healthy to come back, they just got to get it out the way. I mean, sometimes that's what's to work out all the things, the jitters. And when you're injured, it's like you're afraid that it's going to come back, I'm sure.
You mean like playing through it and
Yeah.
and the mental game of like not wanting to re-injure yourself?
Kind of, I mean, even when I saw, when Freddie hit the walk-off, I know it wasn't for the Cincinnati, but it was against Boston, I think, and Kike ran out to him and it looked like he was going to jump on him. What game was that?
No, wasn't that the first Reds game?
I don't know. I feel like it wasn't.
Hold on.
But I'm just saying how how Freddie
I loved
braced
it.
himself, for it.
Well, we only won game 1
I know.
of the Red Sox series, so
I think it was that one.
that was pretty far back.
I know. I was just thinking about how, when you have an injury, you brace yourself differently. But yeah, it's nice to be winning.
I know.
So whoever, I mean, okay, I remember when I was at the game with Courtney, I was very focused on Miggy for a second because I felt like, what are you doing? I felt like his mindset for everything that he does to focus on it wasn't really there. But he's really, I feel like he hadn't really been showing up. His batting, his fielding. I mean, I don't know. I just was like, what are you doing? I just felt there had to have been a disconnect on like, because I see him putting in the work, you know, and caring, you know, and then that's when I saw him and Kike in the dugout talking and stuff like that. But he's been doing really well.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really proud of him. It seems like he's locked in. I mean, when he like went for the extra base, like that's my point is like, that's kind of come out of nowhere in the last couple games. And
Yeah,
I'm
that's
here
true.
for it. You know, he's like showing that extra little like,
He's someone I'm never worried about defensively. Whenever he's playing, he makes really amazing plays. But you know who else has been playing incredibly well defensively? Mookie.
yeah.
And I've been worried about him because there was something going on with him, and I really thought going back to Boston would be really good for him. Just kind of feeling the love and support from both sides. But it was really unfortunate that he wasn't playing in all of the games, and I hope that everything's okay with him. And this is a struggle trying to get his bat going while playing such great defense. But, you know, he really made some amazing plays. Last night, he made this like jumping catch and threw it to second for a double play. I was so impressed.
Yeah, I know. His, like I was telling you, his eyes look sad.
Mm-hmm.
And like, that's what makes me sad because it's almost like he's just, you could tell he's in his own head. There's stuff going on. Yeah. I think Mookie will pull himself out of it. I really hope so.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see
He will.
how
He's going to have a great second half.
Did you
I
see
can
how
feel it.
Jerry Harris Jr. talked about how like if Mookie doesn't really kind of like rev himself back up, that he really thinks that we won't win.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It was a bold statement.
David Vassay always says when Mookie goes, everybody goes. And when he doesn't, nobody does. So, wow, they put so much importance on him.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's why after that trade from the Red Sox, they knew what they had. And 6 months later, they signed him to a 12-year extension.
Mm-hmm. Well, we all are rooting for you, Mook.
We are. You got this, Mook.
Yeah. Poor guy.
That was game one that Blake Trinan came back, pitched against the Reds, loaded the bases, came out. Jack Dreyer went in, and we ended up winning the game.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a little nerve-wracking.
I know.
But Yamamoto pitched amazing that game. You know, really awesome to see him just so sharp. And then Tyler Glasnow had a little bit of a rocky, you know, time pitching because last game he had 10 strikeouts. He was just on fire. He did really well through 5, and then the 5th inning.
Mm-hmm.
That's when we had 3 pitchers that inning.
Mm-hmm.
Ben came in, got the second out, and then Jack came in and got the third out. But that was scary because there was no outs and bases loaded. So,
yeah.
Nick Lodolo, the Reds pitcher, pitched really well against us.
Yeah, the Reds have, I'm just so happy we're winning. And I feel like people are like kind of coming alive.
Freddie
Teo,
coming alive.
Freddie.
Mm-hmm.
Will Smith keeping it going.
I mean, he is amazing.
He's amazing. He's amazing. What did you think about Dalton rushing? Do you think he actually got hit, or do you think? Did you see that play?
I don't remember. He got hit by a pitch?
Yeah.
Or he was catching?
By a pitch when he was at bat. And then he like turned around and like, honestly, from the reaction of him, it definitely looked like it. But they replayed it because they challenged it. And it really didn't look like it hit him. But I think it clipped his pinky. But low key though, I was like,
not another one.
Yeah. And Will Smith's up there like, please don't make me go in. This is my day off.
I love Dalton rushing. And he's been talked about being traded too. I do not want him traded.
Mm-hmm.
He's great.
I know.
We
it
need
must
him.
Be so nerve-wracking.
We need him to be able to give Will Smith a couple of days off because look at how well Will Smith is doing this season. And that's like the main difference for him, right?
Mm-hmm.
That he's getting more days off.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Don't change anything for Will because he's just on fire.
I know. Will's like, I'm like blown away at the athlete that is in front of our face. And he's a catcher and he's just like hitting and coming through for the team. And it's just nice to see. He's definitely carrying us right now.
I guess when he's up to bat, he kind of reminds me of Freddie in a way, or just kind of how I feel about Freddie, that when he's up, he's going to do something. He knows, like he'll know where the gap is and he'll say, okay, I want to hit it there because there's no one there. And he just knows how to get on base. Yeah. He knows how to drive guys in.
Conforto, I mean, as much as he's been, the missing of the catches out in outfield are just
That's just, a little unacceptable. He's been great.
No, I'm not saying, because it's happened to Pages, and it's like, it's just a really cringy thing to watch, because you're just like, they are just taking their eye off the ball too quick. But he's been great. He's been coming back and hitting for us. And
he had an amazing at-bat, a 10-pitch at-bat. He kept fouling off the balls and ended up getting a walk, which is what led Will to get the hit to drive him in to win. But I think he's going to have a way better second half than first half, and he's already proving it.
I hope so.
He's been pretty
really
consistent each game, stepping up.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's starting to become the player that Dave Roberts knows he is.
I always laugh. Like, Kim is always like diving at the bags. And like, he's just
Comet.
He is just his own player.
Okay, there was one game where he jumped so high. I'm like, how? He's on the IL.
He's on the IL?
Yes.
Now that you say that, let's get this injury update, because, you know, even last night I was like, I miss Kike, and they never really talked about exactly what happened, and no one's really said anything.
Elbow inflammation
that he'd been playing with for a month?
Longer, 6 weeks, it said, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I do have some positive updates to report. Blake Snell is returning this weekend versus the Rays. Isn't it funny how it always lines up like that? Because he used to play for the Rays.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm. I feel like, I don't know if they do that on purpose or it's just kind of coincidental.
Everyone with a Blake Snell bobblehead go to that game so they can hold it up.
Should we take bets on how long he's actually going to be off the IL?
Why is that? Was he always on the IL with San Francisco too?
He's very injury prone.
Oh, okay. You have a really squeaky chair.
Kind of similar to Tyler Glass now. But I'm not putting anything out there because they are going to stay healthy the rest of the season. Up next, our guy Muncy is starting a rehab assignment, which means he's one step closer to playing. He said probably not this weekend. Dave Roberts said that. But most likely he's going to return next weekend. Okay.
I know that our third basemen have been stepping up, but I really miss my third baseman.
I know. And yeah, the update with Kike is that he's still not doing baseball activities, which means he's not close at all to coming back, but he's supposed to be back at some point this season. Tony, most likely not returning this season, and Comet is now on the IL.
What happened to Comet?
When he was at bat, did you say burnout?
He's burning up.
Burned up, yeah. Burned up.
Did you see when he was at bat, he kept going like this? I could tell. I think he's got something going on with his shoulder.
Dang it. He wasn't imitating Kirby.
I wish.
I know. He's at bat just channeling Kirby. Wishful thinking.
That's funny. Oh. I wish he was, but no.
I know.
That's all the injury updates I got for you.
Okay.
But I am excited for
They're getting smaller.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I really miss Keek, though.
I really miss Kike.
Yeah.
But he's cheering on our guys from the dugout and eating popsicles.
Why is he so
Two at
great?
a time.
Are we going to do our player of the week?
Yeah.
Do you know who yours is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you count us down?
Okay. Do you go 1, 2, 3 or 3, 2, 1?
You do whatever you want.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Will
Rojas.
Smith. Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm proud of him.
Rowe. Okay.
I'm proud of him. I felt like he was just dead. I don't know. He just seemed like something wasn't connecting mentally. And I know he puts a lot into it.
Mm-hmm.
And I said it exactly when I saw him talking to Kike. It's like, that is what makes us different. And it's like, they just are diving into it because it's like he felt it too. He had to have. And I really think he's brought back a spark.
Nice. Okay,
yeah, I'm
so
proud
you
of him.
saw him lock in a little differently.
Yeah, I mean, look at him. Did you see him when he rounded first? And he's
Yeah.
it's like that thinking is like pushing himself and like just getting to that next little like step and not just kind of staying stagnant and taking the one base and playing it safe. It's like, trusting himself to push it a little, trusting his ability and stuff like that. And so I think that that's only going to bring, he is great, and he does so much for our team. And I know that, but yeah, I liked seeing him like trust himself and just go for it. I think that's going to be a great momentum for us.
I love it. And Will Smith, for obvious reasons. There's just no one playing better than him on our team right now.
Yeah.
However, Shohei did drive in his 100th RBI before anyone from the NL even got to 80. Isn't that cool?
Shohei.
So he could also be player of the week. But
mean,
I'll just give him a shout out
every
because
week.
he's amazing and he's pitching today.
I know. And it's a 4:10 game. I just love Ohtani.
We're so lucky to have him.
I mean, we really are. We really are.
If only
All
all
of them.
players, all pitchers could go up, strike someone out, then get up to bat and hit a home run.
I know, but I'm actually like, okay, so I had read somewhere that, pitching on the mound and stuff, and it's like, it kind of makes me nervous the more and more he's going to pitch because there's a lot more wear and tear, and, the mound's rounded, and so it's like the step down when they throw and plant the foot, it's like they're always going downhill, and so that's like a lot of like, granted, I'm sure the motion is what gives their arm like an extra whip, which is what you want, but I mean, that's going to be... You were saying that he's probably going to go 4 innings today. And it's like the more and more he goes, it's like there's wear and tear on the body, but I don't want to lose him as a hitter. And I'm like trying to let it ease in, but I'm definitely nervous.
I know yesterday we were on the phone and I said, oh, Shohei's pitching tomorrow. I think 4 innings. And you were like, oh no. I'm like, what? Why?
Because I'm like, you can just stay at that 2, get us those 2. And like,
well, actually, I thought it worked out pretty well because Dustin May has been pretty sharp, but for like 4 innings, he's really, really solid. Then anymore, he kind of gets a little sloppy. And I thought it worked out really well with Shohei pitching too, and then May coming in behind him. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of a new system.
Yeah, I know. They're kind of playing off of each other's strengths, and when maybe Dustin May isn't the like starter.
Isn't it weird thinking of Bobby Miller joining the bullpen instead of being a starter? But they're trying to see if maybe putting him in the bullpen role will help him because he's been struggling. So possibly less pitches, throwing harder for a shorter period of time. Maybe that will be good for him. So maybe that'll bring him back up to the show.
I know.
Outman's been good.
See.
I liked him
been great.
Running, sliding all over the place.
I liked him catching balls and... That's so funny. I saw this meme and it was like they called it the man zoo, and it was like a girl going to a baseball game. It's like, you're going to a baseball game again. It's like, don't shame me for going to the man zoo
I
or
never
the boy
thought
zoo.
of it like that.
I know, and it's like, what animals are going to be out today? Oh,
Adam looks like he wants to say something back there. Or do you want to say something about the man zoo?
No, my player of the week is Nick Kurtz from the Athletics. He had 4 home runs in a game. He was a rookie.
Oh man,
But
you
he
took
is a
away one of my
rookie.
fun facts.
Sorry.
that's great. Let's kick off the fun facts.
Player of the week.
Rookie Nick Kurtz became first A's rookie to hit 4 homers in a game, went 6 for 6 with his family in the crowd.
Wow.
That's amazing. Best game ever. Well, Shohei's last season. But really close.
Yeah. But good job, Nick.
And for a rookie.
Yeah. What else you got for me?
Yankees acquired Ryan McMahon from the Rockies. They also today got Austin Slater from the White Sox.
Really quick, it's so crazy because I had saw that Sir Anthony Dominguez got traded from the Orioles to
That's my next one.
to Tampa Bay mid-game,
That's
and he
crazy.
like walks by his teammates in a whole different uniform, is just sitting in a new dugout. Mentally, though, like, I mean, they had to have already told him, and they had to have known. No,
but it was a double header.
So, like, mentally, it's like, is that like, as a player, don't you kind of feel like, I mean, you just go back and get your bags, and it's all the other teams still, and you just transferred into a new bag, and it's like, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm as you know, Bennett was talking about the Devers thing. There is a level of respect, especially for a veteran player, someone as established as Raphael Devers. Like, yeah, the lack of communication, I can understand why he was upset.
Right.
I don't think he handled it the best, but you do, like, that's respect. And I think, you know, the guys the younger guys are kind of used to getting tossed around, but as you grow within the MLB, I would think there would be more respect for giving you notice for things like that. I don't know how old Sir Anthony is. Also, what a name.
Giving him respect. He's a sir. You should really show him some. It is. I do love his name, and it has me having ideas for pet names.
Well,
Like
you
what?
want a pet?
I'll eventually get a pet of some kind, but just putting on sir in front of any random name.
Yeah.
I thought about that too, because then you can have a nickname of Sir.
Like Sir Bartholomew.
Yeah, just like, because I thought when I first heard the name Sir Anthony Dominguez, I was like, he's been knighted?
No, it's SERANTHONY.
Yeah, crazy.
If you get a dog and you get it knighted, you can only put Sir if you get it actually knighted.
No, I'm just going to name it Sir Caspian.
Oh, you already have a whole name.
So you're going for combining Sir Anthony with Casparius?
Sir Casparius. That's kind of
Caspi?
weird.
Caspi.
Yeah, that is crazy that he was traded in between
Mid-game.
games and just like hopped over to the other bullpen like, hey guys, I'm your new teammate.
I know, it's so crazy. And then I saw this guy Garcia on the Royals. He got stung at bat and then hit a double.
By a bee?
Yeah.
Wait. He got stung by a bee. Like, did he have to?
Well, I mean, it's just a little stinger. It's not like he's got, I mean, if he had to get off the field, I'd be like,
Did they?
Call the ambulance!
Was there a timeout?
well, it was one of those like, and then they're like, oh, what? Oh my gosh, did he just get stung? And he was like,
Oh.
yeah. And you saw the thing go, yeah. And then he hit a double.
Okay, so maybe it helped him.
Yeah. And I was thinking like, you know, like the spider bit Spider-Man and then he became Spider-Man. Is he like,
That's exactly what it is.
he gave him
Turns
like,
out bees are really good at baseball.
So he's gonna let out honey instead of Spider-Man's.
yeah, make it slippery.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Let me see if you guys stole all my fun facts today. Oh, I was watching some other games to keep an eye on other teams.
Uh-huh.
So I was watching a bit of the Mets-Phillies game the other day. It was a crazy game, but first career grand slam for Mark Vientos against
Okay.
Dylan Cease.
Oh.
And so I always like to see the Padres go down.
Okay.
I-
Speaking of Padres,
Yeah. Oh,
Uh,
wait, I said Phillies. I meant Padres.
I just learned that Tatis Sr. hit 2 grand slams off the same pitcher in the same inning. I mean, it's Shanhope Park, but
Against us.
yeah,
Yeah,
crazy.
I know.
Never
2
happened again.
in one inning.
Yeah, same
Nuts.
pitcher.
How does that even happen? Why didn't they take him out?
Well, then I was like, did they just not pull people? Like here, they would never make it to that because obviously you have to go through a whole lineup of people just scoring on you for the guy to come back up and hit another grand slam.
What year was that?
1999.
Oh,
Yeah.
Chanho Park is so cute. That's all.
Okay.
Did you see that Gavin Lux is using Mookie's walk-up song?
Yeah, that was funny.
And he like stepped out of bat so that Mookie could, really hear it. And you saw his reaction to it. I thought
Yeah.
that was cute.
That's cute. And thank you, Lux, for making Mookie smile.
I know. I really missed his smile.
I know.
And
I
he got a
know.
little chuckle. Something's going on with his necklace that he always wears.
I mean, I'll be completely honest. Haven't we, at least for me, like, how do you play with that?
I know. Baseball
For
players wear
years.
so much jewelry.
And like, some of them are like thick and heavy and like, it's like,
but they're also superstitious. And I know that necklace is from a fan, but you saw him take it off and it broke while he was at bat and he put it in his pocket.
the bat one is from a fan. Isn't that his line?
No, it's
He sells those.
Now he does,
Oh.
but it's because a fan gave it to him years ago and he wore it one game, did really well, and hasn't taken it off since.
Almost poked his eye out.
I know.
Yeah.
But-
Well, I'm really excited on August 1st to start our workouts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you guys remember last season, we had on Dr. L.A. Toma Gustin. She created Dare to Be Active, which is an online workout all backed by physical therapists. So you know that all the moves you're doing are correct and you're not going to get injured, which kind of just like gives me that relief because whenever I do online workouts, I'm just like hoping I'm doing it right.
Yeah. I guess, I mean, I guess a lot of people would feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's just for me, it's like I had my pillow and I started working out and my hip is better, but it's nice when it's like backed by people who like, because right now it's not so much I'm trying to work out and get back in shape because it's like I'm trying to like have 6-pack and all this stuff. It's more of like to just feel strong and my core to feel strong and to feel like you really do hit a certain age where everything starts tightening up. So I'm really excited.
Like anything that is hurt on me, it's like, okay, well, start working out again, start stretching, and you will feel better. So I'm really excited to start this with you, to be each other's accountability partners. And so we thought, if you're listening right now and you want to join us getting started with our Dare to Be Active routine, message us right now so we know how many of you want to join us. Yeah. And that will be so fun. They're all like 20 to 40 minute workouts, mostly on a yoga mat, very little
like low weight to
equipment needed. But if you have, like one of those bands, there's a couple things, so we'll let you know. But yeah, please let us know. We'd love to have you guys join us on this.
I know. I'm really excited. It's time.
It is time.
Yeah, we've been wanting to.
And now we have to do it because we're in this together.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, I had one more fun fact in my list.
Okay.
About Mike Trout. He hit his 1,000th career RBI. And what did he do? He hit a homer. So good for you, Mike Trout.
I saw Swilly post about it.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, she was pumped about that.
I bet.
Yeah.
Anything to do with the Angels, I just think of her.
Me too. I know. She's doing so good.
So we aren't back at Dodger Stadium until August 4th. But I can't wait for that.
I know. I haven't been with you in so long.
So long.
We'll get there.
Yeah, we're going, so we'll let you guys know what games we're going to.
Yeah.
Who do we play?
Tampa.
Oh, so we go. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Oh, wait. I
No?
lied.
Adam, can you tell me who the Dodgers play after we're done with the Reds, please?
Oh, wait. We go to Tampa
We
right
go-
now.
yeah, that's
yeah.
what I
I thought
thought.
you were talking about when we were back at Dodger Stadium.
We go
So,
to Tampa,
Yeah,
and then
and
we
then-
come back and play.
don't remember.
I wouldn't even be surprised if it was Tampa again, because that's how this year's going.
Today, Cincinnati, 4:10. Tampa Bay, Friday through Sunday. Monday, back in Dodger Stadium against the St. Louis Cardinals. It's time for Dodger baseball.
Wow.
That was
I
good.
could do the Vin thing, yeah.
You can be the announcer.
And then Toronto.
Okay.
The Blue Jays.
As much as I love encouraging you, you do not sound like Vin.
I can work on it.
It's time for Dodger baseball.
No, it's time for Dodger baseball.
I don't think that was it.
No, I could hear it a little, but not.
He goes, baseball.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll all work on our Vin.
It is cool that like all of our players pretty much can watch highlights with Vin's voice at some point in their career, whether they were playing for the Dodgers or not at the time.
Yeah.
Because since I rewatched the Kirsch backstage Dodgers 3,000 strikeouts when they were all watching
I know. I was just gonna
their
say.
at bats, like Mookie and Freddie, it was all Vin's voice.
I know. We're so lucky. All right. Well,
Go Shohei.
I know.
Go Dodgers. We're gonna sweep the Reds. Be back on top. I mean, we're still winning our division.
Yeah.
We're still pretty good.
I know. And that's the weirdest part. Like my mom's like, are we still ahead? I'm like, yeah, we're still good.
It's just if we're not winning every single game, it's like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah. Well, we've needed to step it up.
That's why fans are called fanatics. So we're crazy.
Fanáticos. Buenos dias, fanáticos.
Okay, Teo.
That was Shohei.
And Shohei, right?
Yeah, he made Shohei say it. He
Yeah,
goes,
that was-
fanáticos? Okay.
That was like when we first signed Shohei.
Yeah.
Wow, what a long time ago. What a time it's been. And now he's pitching for us.
No, I think everyone should definitely reach out if they're going to the game once we're back. And if you need to buy tickets, you could use our SeatGeek code called Talk Dodgers, $20 off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely use that.
Yeah.
We'll use it.
We'll use it.
Actually, we will use it. And we are planning a get together and watch parties. So stay tuned and we will let you know when we're doing that. Can't wait to meet you guys.
I know. So exciting.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. Go Dodgers.
Go Dodgers.